Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Veos, and welcome to this. It's not your typical video. Actually, it's kind of like a speed build on top of updates and news and what's going on and everything of that nature. What's going on with the channel and whatnot. So basically, what I did is I went back and I rebuilt the Apollo lander. Don't know which one. The one before the rover car. I'll explain later. But it's just the lander, and you can go ahead and download it from Discord, because everything else that I was building with the lander is still in beta. Let's see here. I am a little exhausted. I do apologize. It's been a long week, and it's going to be a very long month, because they're doing some serious OT, and unfortunately, I really need the money, so yeah, I'm going to be working Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and all sort of good stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to just, make videos for you guys 24/7, spit out 2 videos a day, kind of like Markiplier, and make all kinds of financial gain from it and have millions of subscribers, but I don't know if that's going to be the future of this channel, to be honest. I'm looking at it. It's been almost 6 years now. I'm just hovering around 10K. So I think this is more going to be just a hobby, thing to do on the side for me. And I'm just gonna have to rely on work to make the moolah and pay the bills. Yeah, basically. But nothing ever says that a big giant YouTuber might one day notice me, and I won't have to worry about that anymore. But anyway, the move went well. It was expensive. I should say it's very expensive, but it went well. I mean, who am I kidding? I mean, they gave me one price, and I was like, yay, and all of a sudden I was like, oh no, you owe us 3 times as much, and I was like, what? So anyway, right here, the landing gear for KSP wasn't really working for me. I wanted something that looked more like the actual lander. So tiny little landing legs, it didn't feel right. So I figured, hey, they got the new parts for the robotic parts. Might as well go ahead and try to put them to good use. So basically what I ended up doing is, instead of just throwing on some landing gears on there and saying, screw it, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna build my own landing gears. So I put the landing gears out, didn't retract them or anything of that nature. They just stayed folded out, and I went ahead and went to the internet for some guidance. Got some good pictures and good ideas of how I'm going to make this work, and built my own lander landing legs. Yay! And then all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, something's missing, and I realized that on the very top of the craft are these 2 little solar dishes. There's no solar panel, not solar panels, dishes, communication dishes, that KSP does not have in its parts. You got to build them. Oh, goody gumdrops. So anyway, I went ahead and used the little science doohickey things, and I made tiny little dishes out of them, using the robotic parts to kind of make them move up and down and correlate and all sorts of good stuff. And I was like, hey, I mean, they worked out pretty well. You'll see the beta version, and then I'll enhance them later. But yeah, it worked out pretty darn well. I was kind of proud of myself there. Yeah. Oh, for the OT this month, the fact that I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to make videos, I was thinking of doing just like drawing concepts. Maybe take my phone and do a real quick drawing concept on the table, of different crafts or something of this nature that could be built in KSP, and have you guys try to build them or something of that nature. I thought that would be pretty cool. Right here, the fuel tanks that I put in the bottom of the craft, I realized were crap. There was no delta V to speak of. Like the whole 500. You can see on the top, it's like 520 some odd delta V or some crap like that. Yeah, not enough to slow down and land the thing. So I was like, well, shit. Okay, fine. Turned it upside down and ripped the guts out, and used the little gray probe fuel tanks in a type of donut kind of design. And miraculously, I found out that was like twice the fuel. I was like, hey, great. That'll help a lot. However, I also wanted to put a science cargo doohickey in there. So I figured I'd kind of take a notch out of the donut, fuel donut tank, whatever, the thing that I was designing, and squeeze in the little cargo for the, so they could have something to do science with, the new science doohickeys that they can literally put on your Kerbal, walk out and place it on the ground. I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, it needed a door, and the robotic parts came to the rescue for that, which was kind of nice. And I was thinking about putting a car on there, but yeah. You see, in KSP, even though everything is noticeably shrunken down because the little Kerbals are like only 3 feet tall, the Kerbal lander itself is actually much smaller than it should be and is way out of proportion. It'd be as if the actual lander, the moon lander for us humans, was like half the size as it actually was. So yeah, that was kind of a problem. I mean, I tried everything. I tried the little rover probe wheels, I guess the teeny tiny ones. And I tried to fold that up, and it just nothing really worked all that well. It was just too small. I mean, I'll take another whack at it, but seriously, I don't see it happening anytime soon. So anyway, so that's the thing. But hey, that's okay. Well, I can just say that this was like the very first. Oops, whoops. Yeah, don't judge me on that one. I was playing around and I fucked up. But anyway, so yeah, I upgraded the little dishes with the little spokes in the middle, or whatever, like communication. I don't know. Man, I'm so tired right now, and I'm running out of time. So, basically, let's just say this is like the very first one that they made, right? Yeah, before they put the rover on, like, I forget which one it was that they had the rover on. Was it Apollo 11? I can't remember. So I'm testing out, oh, this is the part where I tested out the separation part, and the bottom half of the lander exploded. That was embarrassing. I had to tear apart the whole thing, figure out what the hell was going on. I found out that there was a few fuel tanks that were clipped on the wrong part. And I do have to use fuel pumps because, you know, fuel does not transfer through those little metal plates. So I had to use fuel pumps and pump it directly into the engine. But ultimately what it was is that it was overheating. So I went ahead and grabbed another plate, put it on top of there, and finally it worked out just fine. Now, real quick, for those of you who are going to download this and play around with it, during landing, because of the fact that you have the little science cargo thing in there, the fuel, when it starts to run out, the center of mass gets a little lopsided. So best thing to do is just gun it real hard in order to slow down, but as you're landing, pull back the throttle a little bit, make sure your RCS is on and stuff of this nature. Yeah, and you'll be fine. So, rough month ahead of us, a lot of OT coming, but small short videos incoming because of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I just fixed this thing, what the hell? And I figured, oh wait, half power this time. Good, Veos, only half power instead of full power and blow everything up. I love the way it looks. It looks just like the dang thing. However, I wasn't completely satisfied with it. I needed to get rid of that metal collar that was around between the two. And when I finally got rid of that circular collar thing, or whatever the hell you want to, fairing, I don't know, then it looked like the actual thing. Then it looked real good because of the fact that that little metal separating collar, I keep on calling it a collar, but it wasn't on the actual craft. Ooh, this right here. This is pretty cool. This worked out almost perfectly. I kind of figured out where the camera was in correlation with the actual lander and got, you know, almost the same shot. Yeah, actually, it was pretty cool. Well, that's all the time I have for today. I wish all of you a happy 4th of July who live over here in the States. And I hope to see you all in the next video. I am Veos, signing off.